Greetings and welcome to episode 6 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Mughal Empire campaign, and this, my friends, I would after last time, where peace reigns at the moment, my friends, across India, particularly about the parts where Britain currently control. Remember, Britain sort of we gave Britain the territories just to keep them nice and calm, keep them away from turning on us, whilst we dealt with that sort of civil war with the Maratha Confederacy. It really was quite a brutal war, but a short war. And once again, your absolutely fantastic advice helped sort of really hit home the fact that we had to try and, sort of settle that civil war with the Marathans pretty quickly to be able to get ourselves back on an even keel. And that is why we are here now. Everything is peaceful, everything is nice and quiet. What we're doing now, my friends, is building up. We're starting to build our research up. We're starting to build our navies up. We're starting to build our armies up here. We're really trying to get ourselves and our trade and our economy, trying to get everything back with you, really sort of spark sort of almost like an industrial revolution here, trying to really get things up, because of course we're going to need the power, the economic power of India really behind us here. And ultimately what we want to do is reunite all of India together, and that means taking back what the British have, but not yet. As you can see here, we are allied with Britain, and we're allied for a reason. We're allied because it suits us to be allied at the moment, to give us that breathing space, to give us that time to get ourselves back on our feet. Remember, it was a brutal civil war, a short one, but still it dragged us down here, where our resources were pushed towards sort of fighting that civil war with the Marathans. We weren't able to sort of concentrate on sort of expanding the empire, getting where it needs to be. So it's going to take us quite a while, a number of years, to get us where we really want to be. We get the powerhouse. Now I know that also, I know Hader has asked to me to try and install this submod. I've tried it again, and for some reason it just will not install. But I haven't given up. I've actually done a bit of research. And I've actually found a possible way of getting around sort of installing it so it doesn't disrupt any of the rest of my sort of campaigns. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to hopefully try and do it for the next episode. So if it does work for the next episode, you may see some different units. If it doesn't, I don't want to really jeopardize this sort of this campaign, with a submod. But I definitely want to try and get the submod in. I hate to specifically ask for it. I try and sort of do as best I can with your requests, my friends. I'd like to see the submod myself, see what units it gives us. But if it doesn't work, I will try and just continue the sort of campaign as it is with the units we get. But hopefully in the future, you never know. As you can see here, look at the income here. 20,000 gold is along this road here, as you can see in Malwa here, Ujjain here. Look at that, 20,000 here, coming along here, all the way along here into this port. And look at that, what a beautiful sight. 18,000 coming in here. And of course, where it connects here, 16,000 here, but when it passes through this town it becomes 20,000. So as you can see, because we've got this sort of alliance here, and also trade with Britain here in the Rajputana, I beg your pardon, completely said that wrong, and also through the Punjab here, but I don't think they've got any roads in the Punjab. They have got roads in the Punjab, I do beg your pardon, but nothing passing through here. All trade is going through here, as you can see here, along the road here. So we've got trade, we've got materials, we've got men moving here. But again, we're trying to sort of unsettle the populace within the regions of Britain. We're trying to do it surreptitiously as well, so the British don't realise what we're doing here. We're sending in the imams to try and sort of stir up that religious sort of fervour there, trying to sort of get some unrest. We've got our thuggies here as well. Keeping an eye on what Britain are doing here. Britain is at war, I believe, with Persia. But at the moment, they've just taken Afghanistan here in Kabul. And they're actually now just stationed inside here, Baluchistan here. So we're going to wait and let them sort themselves out here with the fight with Persia. But sort of surreptitiously behind sort of the cloak and dagger, as it were, behind sort of a cloak of secrecy, we are aiding the Persians if we can. Because we want Britain not to expand too much here. We need them to be relatively weak in this region here. Look at Persia, indeed. We're very friendly with Persia, we really are. Very, very good friends. I wonder if we've got any technology now. They've got all the technology, so we haven't been able to help them so far, but we are, if we can help them, we will do. Now, Crime Incarnate, we are friendly with them. What if we can get trade here? Let's see. Nope. They're friendly, but not to the point where they want to do that. Barbary states and friendly. Let's see if we get trade with these. I'm not sure if we can. I don't think that's ever going to happen, so we're going to just refuse that offer there. Any of the major nations we can trade with, no. And of course what we have been trying to do is build up our ports here, really sort of sparking that trade revolution. As you can see, we're still not bringing in a huge amount here from the trade. 484 here from Vengurla here, not a massive amount, but it all feeds into that one sort of, look at that, 15,000 here going all the way into here into Surat. Surat really is the major hub here. That is why sitting in Surat here is our fleet, our main naval fleet here. We do have a few ships in here which we have built here, the Messian Zephyr and the Kassam Reis. So again, as you can see here, coming out of sort of Barceló here, which was under Portuguese, Goa was under Portuguese control. We brought that under our control now. Ultimately, we want to take Mysore. We need to remove Mysore from sort of this. They really are sort of breaking up what is our territory. We're friendly with them. We've got a good trading relation. They've got no allies. We're the only trading partner with them. But they're the protectorate of Dagestan. That does present us with a certain challenge. Now Dagestan is here, so just this sort of small sort of region here is actually in control of a protectorate of Mysore, and highly unusual, but still. And we got the Ottomans. Now we are friendly, I believe, with the Ottomans. Let's quickly check. Indeed, we are friendly with them. They're pretty good allies actually to have. Look at them, they're at war with, especially with Russia, and also with Austria, and quite a little small, and Poland as well. Can we help them in any way? We really don't want to see them collapsing under the weight of anything here, but what can we get out of this? Can we get anything out of this? Militarily, we wouldn't mind to get something here. Let's see if we get Spinning Jenny. Ah. Yep, that seems a reasonable trade. So we've helped them now. We want to try and keep Ottomans in one piece if we can. As you can see, they really have sort of exploded here. They've come into Hungary and they're absolutely hitting the Austrians where it hurts. They really are taking the fight to these other nations, to Austria. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see them making a dash for Kiev, possibly, maybe even to Crimea here to try and take control of that. But a strong ally here, sort of bordering the east and the west here. We've got them sort of in the sort of European. They are indeed in the centre of European Hungary, but also they sort of straddle that middle, that east-west sort of divide here via Istanbul. So we really want Ottomans to be quite strong here for us in the long run, because that gives us a good trade partner, but also it gives us possibly a future ally, especially against Britain, especially if Britain ever turns its attention to the Ottomans. And who are they at war with? They're at war with Spain, but they actually got the Ottomans as trade partners. So actually for the moment that might not happen, but still, we'd like to try and keep the Ottomans as strong as possible. Ooh, look at that. We took Ceylon. Remember, Ceylon rebelled here. So we've taken that. We've also got this additional port. Remember that we are repairing this. We'll have another income here, adding to this income stream. And ultimately, we want to try and get into the East Indies here, so that we can see what's going on here in the East Indies. The trade theatre here. We really want to try and get some ships into this trade theatre. We've got a number of trade posts we can possibly use. It'll be absolutely fantastic if we can do that. But we're going to focus on building. We've got really two sort of, I would say, two powerhouse regions here. This region here, Arcot, is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, the economic hub here of what we have in this area down the south here. Look at all the territories we've got available here from Arcot. We've got mines. We've got a Bawdy House, we've got plantations, especially spice, which really does bring in a lot of money. We've got a fort here as well, Fort Velour, which is very nice to have. We've got farms, paddy fields, rice paddy fields, possibly another Madras here, which does end up being quite a sizable port here for us. And we've already brought this in, but as you can see here, let's have a look at our ministers and what we can do. Oh my word, look at the ministers we got here. Absolutely exceptional ministers. They really are fantastic. Look at the Justice Minister. Trade up 57 here. Trade is not looking too bad. The policies, now, they're not looking too happy here at all. So we might have to increase, but if we do, I think we'll lower the tax income there. Let's have a quick look what our tax income is here. We've got 12,690. Now if we lower that for the wealthy, what will that bring us? 11.3. I think we'll do that. Maybe we can try and get that growth, that town growth up. And yes, indeed, look at that. But here it isn't faring too well. That's why resistance occupation. So I think what we will do, I think we'll put some mob in here just to firm up the defence here, the militia, and also we are building another dock. We're heading towards a dockyard here. We want this to be sort of the hub of where we build our navies. Look at that. Wonderful here. We're trying to get our navies up as well. Again, we're building most of these things from scratch. Oh, look at that. We can actually get some... we're trying to make an army of entirely of Quilbashi here. I do like the Quilbashi. They are, and also some dervishes as well. Very good hand to hand. Look at the morale. They really can charge in there and take a real beating before they break. It's definitely what we want. Actually, that's not looking too healthy there in terms of what it's bringing in. Why is it being hit? Tax is an absolute, definitely an issue here. And government. Luckily, we've got roads, enlightenment, and government is... I wonder if Bawdy House might improve this region here. We do really need to make the happiness as best we can. I think we'll have a Bawdy House here. See if we can improve here the overall feel of the town, as it were. Growth in this turn. Taxes really is the burden here. But again, we're trying to sort of get ourselves back on our feet here. Remember that war was pretty brutal. Look at that. We really want to feed into this army here. Oh, look at that, Quilbashi. We can actually make this army quite an elite army here. It really is going to be a highly elite army. We're going to use this to strike against Mysore. We don't need two thuggies in here. So we're going to pull one thuggy out, and we're actually going to send it further east up to here, up to Britain, just to keep an eye on things. It's going to take a long while for him to get there. Ghazi-ud-Din Abdullah. And we do have, each of these ports does have a navy starting to build here. So we're going to try and really push ourselves here. Satara really is a real key location for us. Now, what's our research doing here? We're researching socket bayonets, which are going to give us military academy. Oh, those lancers are going to be absolutely fantastic to see. We're trying to get our sort of technology, our research development, really as fast as we can here. We're trying to go for here measuring tools so we get those metal roads to really improve not only movement, but also that trade, that wealth we need coming into the region. The better the roads, the better the sort of the caravans that can move along the trade road. The quicker we get the money into the cities and out from the ports, into the into the regions, into our sort of trade allies, as it were. As you can see, we hook right around here into Kashmir. Kashmir is going to be a pretty important staging point for us in terms of moving down to Lahore here, Punjab, which really is a crucial sort of anchor here for the British presence within India. One day that will be ours again, but not yet. And we've also built up quite a presence here in Akbarad here in Hindustan. As you can see it, we've got quite the army here ready to respond to any British aggression. And slowly but surely we're building up our presence here also in Gujarat, because we don't want to be caught off guard here by the British at all. We want to be ready just in case they ever turn their gaze, their ire towards us. We are not going to be giving up these sort of borderlands here, this front line as we're going to call it, with the British without a fight. They will be engaged in quite a fight if they come for us, but ideally we want to take out Mysore. Now Mysore really is ready for a fight. They have absolutely got a lot of troops available to them. It's going to take us at least an army group here, maybe even more, to be able to take out Mysore. But in the end, I think the investment will prove worth it, because if we can take Mysore, we do gain a huge amount of income, but also an absolute key territory here down in the south. It's going to link very well with the other sort of territories. Strategically, it will give us a huge boost here. We might even be able to get Mangalore here, a port, eventually. But at the moment, we've got Ceylon, which is taking a bit of a beating here, but it will be coming back under our control very, very soon. We do have an army here. This is our most experienced army. This is the army that pretty much crushed the Marathan Confederacy pretty much single-handedly, but give or take a few other sort of minor, smaller armies. But this one really has, you can see from the experiences gained here from many of a battle, it really is the army that's spearheaded our attack, our advance along into India. Let's have a look how Europe is doing. Of course, we've got the Ottomans here. Spain is absolutely quite the powerhouse here. France, again, pretty stagnant as it is here at the moment, but again, everything seems to be pretty comfortable here for everybody. Nothing has really moved to any great degree. So nothing, a lot of change here. But here, the Ottomans really are going for it. Who knows, they may even break into sort of Europe proper, as it were. Into Prague, maybe even head for Berlin, which really would be an absolute, a real shock there, it really would. But as you can see, Mughal, we've got we've got a decent trade with them. Actually, behind France, we're the second biggest importer and exporter to Ottomans. That's why we want them to stay relatively strong. It does provide us with a considerable amount of income here. And again with Persia, we wouldn't mind Persia to stay pretty strong as well. Mainly because they're tying down the British. But I think we've done everything we can here. Everything has been... They obviously don't want any trade with us. Italian states are hostile, so we may... excuse me, my friends, we may get some trouble from the Italian states eventually, but we are sitting quite well ready for that. And we are building up quite a nice force here, which will be ready. And of course we've got the absolute pinnacle here of the outlook. Look at this army, it's wonderful to see. Ready to deter any invader. We're probably going to get rid of these. No, actually we don't, because these have actually got some good experience here, these bowmen and the mob, and they've earned the right to be in the army. But I think we've done all we can do here. Let's end the turn. Hopefully Ceylon will come back on ready for us here, and we can access the economy here, and also gives us a good strategic location here to be able to sort of patrol and guard sort of the mainland here, Karnataka here, and Trincomalee here, Ceylon. We might put a fleet here actually just to guard us here, guard this sort of pathway here. And we're also going to try and get some ships. Can we build any ships here, I wonder? Some trade ships. A brig. What about a brig? Probably better if we had a sloop, to be honest with you, and use these as our trade fleet, which we'll send out to the East Indies. Right, let's end the term. Let's see what happens here. Britain. Looks like it's building a little bit of a presence here, moving towards Persia. France. Steady there, gentlemen, steady. We're just going to try and keep ourselves out of the wars here we have here, with the sort of happening in Europe. We keep out of it, we just stay friendly with everybody, we keep the trade coming in and out. Of course, the trade will be hit because of the wars in Europe. You know, countries do tend to sort of blockade quite significantly the ports, which we do rely on for trade, but we'll take that. We can absorb it if our tax income is up. We need to keep the tax income quite high, so that if trade is hit, the tax will sort of absorb the loss. Sweden, which I believe is at war with Russia, hence the reason why they're probably sending troops into Stockholm to guard the capital. New Spain. I wonder if they're going to go for the pirates. I wouldn't be surprised. Persia, where hope can hold out against British aggression. Venice. Courland. Barbary States who are going to leave us alone because, of course, we have a sort of an uneasy truce of peace. There it is. Look at that. They're going to hit. Yeah, they're raiding these trade lines, and pirates, of course, were the absolute bane of the Caribbean. Oof. Yeah, that's going to hit us, I think, isn't it? No, actually, it's gone up. Oh, look at that. 11,000. We need to get this up as much as we can here, tax. Excellent. Oh, of course, the Bahamas. We've got the Bahamas as well, which I always keep forgetting about, which is really, really not good of me at all. So I wonder if we got coming out of here. 240. If we can upgrade that to sugar plantation. What's the price of sugar at the moment on the world market? Only 16, so it's not really going to give us a huge amount, but we won't put 2,500 into this just yet. We'll keep the Bahamas active though. We'll definitely keep it ticking over, because you never know when you might need it, or when you might need to have access to a sort of land here. Gives us a good stepping stone, a strategic position here in the Caribbean, near sort of North America, near sort of a lot of the Spanish strongholds here, so you never know. Now, have we brought this under control? We have indeed. But again, it's still suffering quite badly from growth. Tax is an absolute killer here for it. Oh, and a basic roads for definite. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Oh, look at these plantations coming online here. Wonderful to see. We can't upgrade the spice just yet. £60. I mean, the spice is absolutely rampant. 37 gold per pound of spice. That is a massive amount coming in here. We're exporting £63 of spice per year, or per turn, shall I say? Per turn we are transport or exporting £63 of spice. That's our biggest seller right there, and tea as well. 176 chests of tea. That is massive. Look at this. Ottoman Empire is soaking up the spices here. Sweden loves them. Look how much we're getting from Sweden. Nearly 3,500. Most of it's spice. A lot of tea is being sent. Oh my word, we really have got ourselves in quite a nice position here in terms of being able to sort of really tap into the natural resources we got here. Got a brothel here, +4 happiness. Got to try and really... Oh, that's tea plantation here. Excellent to see. Can't upgrade that anymore. But we're getting 2,000 for the wealth here. Right, let's see if we can... Oh, look at that. Wonderful to see there. What about infrastructure? Cobbled roads. I think we'll have cobbled roads here in Ceylon. And I think we'll have a Thakur's mansion. Really sort of start increasing that region. Tax bonus income here. I think everybody's happy here. Indeed, they are still resistance here. We've got a military crackdown, which is putting pay to any rebels. What about the army here? Why is this army not being replenished? Because it's one of our best. One more turn here until we get the deep gem shaft, bringing quite a nice lot of money there. I think we're going to begin our naval recruitment of a sloop here. Can't get that until we get naval shore facilities, and we get a dockyard. Or fourth rate ship of the line, that'd be nice to get there. Sloop here as well. Let's try and get our trade fleet up and running a bit here. Sloop there as well. Sebex. We'll go for a sloop. I think it's better. They're cheaper as well. Keeps the cost down. We do have quite the sizable fleet here as well, just to deter any unwanted invaders. Now, what are we looking at here? Ooh. +3 happiness. That would be actually pretty good for us really to get that in, because it would increase the town wealth. We're trying to turn around here the sort of the growth here. A great Shabbat. This really is excellent here. We want to try and bring the populace under much control as possible. Excuse me. And Raja's Academy. We do have the Maharaja's Palace. Any economic upgrades we can make here, just to make sure before we start investing in other things. I think we've invested pretty heavily in all of our economy yet. Some of them aren't quite finished. The brothel here is not really needed yet. We need it as soon as we get socket bonus here. Got to make sure the infrastructure is all unsound and well here. It really is important we have a strong infrastructure, strong roads, good roads for the populace to use. I'm not going to neglect our people at all. Boarding house. Now, are we bringing things under control here? Hinduism is going down. Islam is going up, which is great, which we want that to be fully in full effect here. Islam is going up, Hinduism is going down. That's great because of our imams. We've got our thugi here. Actually, we've got our thugi, or a thuggy moving up right into here. We're going to try and keep an eye on what's going on here. We want to keep an eye on Lahore. Nothing going on here at all. We're going to keep an eye on the British. We're not going to allow the British to be sort of catching us by surprise. We've got a lot of trade coming through these regions, we really do. How's the research here? Oh, almost done. We'll be able to get metal roads soon. What a social contract. That would actually do well for our technology rate. We're going to probably get offshore facilities soon, just to keep that going here. Field crop rotation, definitely get field crop rotation. That'll definitely help us in the long run. I think it's the best we can do here for the moment. We're going to have to start recruiting some more troops here as well for this army here we're putting together. There's going to be aiming right for Mysore here. If we could take Mysore, my word, it would be absolutely fantastic. It really would. But we're not ready for that yet. We're still rebuilding. We're still putting and, you know, getting the infrastructure here of India absolutely running at full pelt here. Right. Our minister. We've got some fantastic ministers. We really do have some wonderful ministers. I've got to be fair. We really do have some great ministers here. Ali Suresh. He'd be very, very good. He would. As a minister, got some great ones. Because it's an absolute monarchy, we can just move them in and out as we see fit. What's the family tree? How's that looking? Healthy? We've got no descendants, as it were, at the moment. Still getting problems here. Still unhappy here for some reason. I'm not sure why. Religious unrest does play a big part in that. We definitely need an imam down here at some point. Build a school here, I think, at some point. A religious school. As soon as we've converted these to full Islam, we're going to move this imam down here. I'm just going to make sure we've got enough here to keep things under control. Alright, let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Well done, Britain. Well done. They're building up quite the fleet here. Oh, then they're moving... Wait a minute. Have they just taken... They just taken one of the territories here? Oh, well done, France. Bravo. Bravo. Austria. And Spain really putting together quite a powerful fleet there. Is that Brazil? Is that the coast of Brazil, possibly? Poland, Lithuania, Ottomans again, pushing forces up. Russia. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's France blockaded, which is not good for our income. Like I said, we're going to expect to be taking quite a few hits from our trade here because of the wars in Europe, which sort of do allow sort of the trade to be hit quite constantly. And there as well, look at that, the Ottomans being hit there. An absolute menace, and there as well. So our trade is going to be hit significantly here. And the Barbary state is going to try again. Trying to hit this. Oh, excellent, sir, excellent. Measuring tools, as you can see here. Yeah, it's been hit there. Trade income has been hit pretty hard. The Ottoman Empire has been completely cut off. We don't have anything with France, just as well, I guess, but Ottoman's been hit pretty hard there by Venice. Ooh, Saxony is gone. Who was destroyed? Ah, Prussia. Whoa. Berlin has fallen here to Austria, but Prussia has taken Dresden here. They've driven a wedge between the two sort of main cities of Prague and Berlin of the Austrians here. What about the Ottomans? Have they expanded anywhere else? No, they haven't, but looks like Venice wants to try and take on the Ottomans, which will definitely be an interesting tussle, an interesting battle. Britain's taken... Yes, they have. Britain has taken Baluchistan here, so in fact they're moving up to Persia now. That's going to be a real tough fight there. Well, we're going to focus on ourselves here for a while. We're going to assemble our fleet here of sloops. We could have another one here, I believe, in Calcutta, which is a real vital port for us. I think what we might do is just send a warship in there with it. So send the Karari Reis in with it. That's almost done there, that tea plantation, 37 chests. Let's just test the waters in East Indies here. Let's see what we can accomplish here. And this is like an expedition to see what we can actually get in there. Whether it's going to do us any good or not to be in there. I'll see if someone has beaten us to it. I think it's really important that we actually, what we'll do is swap out that thuggy. Let's have this gentleman. Gonna go along the coast. Just keep an eye on the British movements here. We'll move this thuggy into Nerun Kot, Sindh province. Oh, look at that, we can spend some money on the metal roads. So I think what we will do is we'll have Arcot here, which definitely is a huge economic powerhouse for us here. We'll have metal roads here. I think we'll have also metal roads in the main city to start with here, and also Hyderabad is suffering here. Tax again is a problem. Hinduism is really... Oh, look at that. How is cotton? 22, not too bad at all. One of the highest ones actually. That's 40 now. I think actually we'll invest in this cotton plantation here. We can't actually get the roads in here, but we will get metal roads soon. It's 4 turns for that. So it's just taking our time here. Not much sort of activity into the military. But we are getting a drill school. A school of arts. Actually, I think we'll have a school of arts here. That definitely seems a worthwhile cause. We want to draw out as much money as we can from these. We really do. A spinning mule, we get this water power cloth mill. That's going to bring in a good amount of money for us there. Tea plantation here, excellent. It's going to increase our income from trade. Measuring tools are done. What are we getting now, I wonder? We don't want that. We want to adjust our focus, which I think is going to be on naval shore facilities, or maybe fire by rank. No, I think what we'll do is once this is done here in Benares, we shall actually get... Dense march going to give us nothing. Fire by rank will definitely be a benefit to us, so we get fire by rank, I think. Military Academy, Army Staff College. Oh, look at those. Ahidis. Hardis. Definitely want to get those, and war elephants as well, which are going to be fantastic. Okay, I think we've got everything we can here at the moment. Ideally we need field crop rotation. I wonder if we can trade with anybody to get that. We get that for those. Did we get those, I wonder? No, we didn't. We've got carbines for social contract. No, not interested at all. Let's go for Great Britain. They're very friendly with us. And, oh. But physocracy for field crop rotation. Okay, let's try military syllabus. Physocracy for that. No, they're not interested. That's fine. We shall make our own headway through this world. We don't need anybody else to be giving us our technology. We shall get it ourselves. Actually, what we don't do is we're going to actually start increase that recruiting here for that army. So what are we looking at here? We've got 3 cannon. I think we get another Quilbashi musketeers here. Let's end the turn, my friends, and see what happens here. In France. Spain. Prussia. Prussia really has done quite... Oh, Poland. Oh, well done, Ottomans. Well done. Persia, Denmark, Venice. They're moving away, but where are they going to? Oh, they're moving away quite a bit there. Have they reopened the trade here with... God, they're really hammering away there, the Barbary states at the Austrians. Will they break through the defences? Oh, not quite. Gain is sending ship after ship after ship. Don't come for us. Do not come for us. You've come for us. Damn those pirates. They're an absolute menace. Ooh. A scholar. Excellent. We'll definitely put this gentleman into here. Into Kalabhur. That is excellent. That brought down that research rate already. Research time, wonderful to see. And we're going to start building up this army here on the border of Bijapur and Mysore. Look at that, it's coming together quite nicely here. 9,815. That's gone up here, but that's come down. But we're sort of balancing out. The trade is paying for the army, but the navy upkeep is, moving into this. We're nearly pushing 10,000 here. How's trade doing here? Ottomans still hit. So what else we can trade with? Let's try and keep that trade going. We're friendly with the Crimean Khanate. No, we understand you're not that. Let's just give them maybe a little gift here. Let's try another one. We want to try and... Nope, they clearly don't want that. Nobody else wants to redo that. We don't really have the ports open here. I wouldn't mind to get friendly with Russia here, because if Russia turns on us, we're going to have to be really on our toes here. Ah, now then. Ho 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 ho. Look at that. My friends, we are going to build a trade fleet that will absolutely bring an absolute bucket load of money in for us. It really is. And again, this is your advice once again, my friends, really coming to the fore here. Right, let's get some more sloops up and running here. If we invest in sloops, we're going to be reaping the rewards. Maybe even send there's another sloop there which we've just missed. I think what we will do, that, we're getting a grip now of the money. The money's actually moving upwards. The town wealth is moving upwards. Oh, Raja's Observatory. That would really be quite an investment here, but it would probably be worth it, especially with the technology rate. And look at that, +8 per turn here. I think we're going to invest in that. It's a pretty big investment for us, but still. And with the infrastructure as well here. So what do we neglect last time? We get metal roads here in Hyderabad. I think what we'll do is got Hindu musketeers here. I think we've got pikemen here. But ideally we want was pikemen. There's 6 men morale, this is 11. We'll get some dervishes here. Tufangis, not brilliant, but what an income boost that was there then. We get cobbled roads next. Oh, look at that, it's already turned around here. Wonderful to see. It's a huge boost there. Actually we probably need metal roads in here as well in Calcutta, because that's going to turn around quite the deficit we've got there at the moment. Again, we've got some quick turnarounds here, but where's that thuggy? There he is. I've got to keep an eye on the British here. Well. That's taking a bit of a beating here. I wonder if they're going to try and retake Zidan here. Or Zahadan. If the British are moving towards Persia, that's going to be a real kick in the teeth if the Persians lose that. That's a real strategic stronghold of them. And they're upgrading as well their barracks. Can we help Persia out at all, I wonder? Oh, they've got everything here. They don't need anything from us at all. Crimean Khanate, let's try it again. They really don't want to know at all, do they? There's no chance, not a chance ever that will happen. Ideally we want some more ports to open up here as well, so we can really try and get, especially with Spain hostile with us, so they hate us. God, if Russia comes for us, but we're going to be ready for Russia. If Russia comes for us, we'll be ready for them. The trade really is flowing quite nicely here now. We're slowly building up quite the army here, which is good to see. Additional scholars. Metal roads, which will make a huge difference. 57% here. I think we can probably move the gentleman. 86% Hinduism here, so we're going to move this Imam into Majapur here, trying to get the conversion process underway. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here. Britain reinforcing quite aggressively here. Well done, Britain. Well done, sir. Oh, that's a big fleet they're assembling there. That is a big fleet. Austria. Spain, who seem to just be... They're sending quite the fleet around through the English Channel here. I wonder where they're heading. Prussia. Poland. The Ottomans, who seem to be Falling back there for some reason, not sure why. Russia, oh careful now, steady lads. Russia's into the East Indies, I'm not happy with that at all. We might have to send some additional warships into that region, I think. Denmark. Venice, who've been an absolute menace, and that does rhyme, my friends. They're hitting the Ottomans again. They've been sent packing again. Well done, Austria, well done. They're just trying to wear the Austrians down here. Oh, what a battle that is there. Pirates. You fiends. I bet they're coming for... No, they're not. 10,000. 9,125 here. Was trade being hit? Still the Ottoman Empire's been hit. And America's been completely cut off. Oh, look at this Justice Ministry. It's absolutely incredible. That's gone up, that's why. 1182, we need to get that to 12,000. Oh, excellent. First of all, let's assemble our trade fleet once again. Here, in the Bay of Bengal. Got 2 sloops here. We're not going to get Russia. Russia's not going to have sort of the monopoly upon that trade route there. Not a chance. Actually, we'll send in another ship in there as well. Here as well. What have we sent in? Selim Basti. Kaifi Haji. And also here. That's a pretty big trade fleet right there. That's wonderful to see. We send them into the trade. Right, that's the next turn they're going to be going into there. What can we invest in here? Anything we can invest in? We can get a drill school. Metal roads. What are those metal roads doing here? 2 more turns. Ah. The tea plantation. Actually, what we do want is metal roads here. Cotton. Where's cotton? 22. Not bad at all. One of the best, actually. Actually, going to get a cotton plantation up and running here. Oh, there's another cotton one here as well. And here. Wow. 31 bales. 25 bales. I think it's this one here. The Cardois plantations. Bijapur. Again, assembling that army. Oh, it's looking nice. Look at that. Need more cavalry. How's research doing here? 3 more turns, 4 more turns. Where next? Spinning Jenny. Flying shuttle. We'll probably go for a blast furnace. Think of the Iron Master's Forge. Or maybe, I think we'll go for field crop rotation and build those farms up. Palatial estate, look at that, that's magnificent. brilliant. Already going up by a massive amount, 3.1%. So that's gained precedence here. Oh, that's on top there. Fantastic. They're both going down here. So I think there's another region that needs some here. Yeah, Malwa, Ujjain. Just gonna move our imam to here. Start converting. Anybody else we can do business with, as it were? No one here. We're not going to bother with the Crimean Khanate because they're obviously not interested. We've got a lot of buildings going on here. We will probably upgrade to drill school. We canister shot here. It's going to give us ordnance factory. Give us 12 pounders. Mortars. We can't get any howitzers at all here. Ooh, large mortars. Oh, that's the one we want, the 64 pounder. Look at that. That will absolutely shake the foundations of the world. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Where are you going, Britain? Oh, well done, sir. That's a decent sized British army there. Wow, that's a big Spanish force. What? Oh dear. We're not joining any war, especially not against Russia. Not a chance. Well done, Ottomans. Leave your men there. They want a military alliance now. It's just not enough. Wow, they gave that, I don't believe it. Wow. They actually gave that. It looks like Persia's starting to build a bit of a force here to try and counteract the British. Oh, go away, Venice, go away. And the pirates, yes, they've left there. Leave the Bahamas alone. Leave us alone. You've coming back, straight back. Have to put an army in there, I think, to move them out of there. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, look at that. What a wonderful sight. 8,000. Oof. Trade is being hit pretty hard, and also here, Louisiana, Venice has been hit. We're taking, oh look at that, because the trade line's been raided. We're taking quite a big hit there. Right, let's send in our fleet. College. I think I might do as well to really boost our research here. I think we're going to have a general here. Sikander Rathor. And also I think we'll invest in our infrastructure here. What's brothel? Not just yet. What's this here? Sugar, which is not doing too well at the moment. But tea is doing very well. I think we'll have a tea plantation here in Kashmir. A big one in Hindustan. Well, that's a pretty big force there for Britain. That's a pretty substantial force right there. And they're also putting fortifications around it as well. Improve. That's 24,000 gold they've spent on that there. They really... I think that means they're going to dig in here. They're not going to give up these territories without a fight. What's this force like? That's a pretty powerful force there as well. Will they have enough here to throw that back? That's a pretty decent force they got there as well. And they've also got that in the port. They should be able to destroy this force, really. But whether they will or not, it's unclear. But then that would give then the British access to the Ottoman territories here, which is not going to be too good. Mind you, they've taken a real battering here. The trade here actually is pretty good there, but excellent. I think we've got a small madrasa here. We need to go for economy. I know it's probably against. We need to get the madrasa would definitely convert. Mind you, which gives. I think we'll go for madrasa here. Probably because there's a possibility of getting another Islam, a Muslim, oh, another Muslim. Excuse my friends. Another imam. I beg your pardon. To convert to Islam. So I think madrasa here. So it produces happiness for the Muslim population. But what we really want though is that we want the agent. We want the agent to be able to convert to, convert the religion, and maybe even move into areas where so the Muslim population is quite high, but they don't have Islam as their main. And maybe if you send an agent in there like an imam, maybe that will encourage sort of religious unrest, which will drive up. I think we'll go for madrasas, probably against. Really, we want a craft workshop here, which will bring in quite a bit. I think we go for madrasa here. We've got to be very, very aware of the sort of the religious undercurrent here. I think it's quite important that we do focus on that as well, not just leave it alone. Division of labour will be important, which we will get now that we're upgrading this school to a college. See, like that gives us commercial port, which is excellent. I think, my friends, this will probably be the last turn of this episode. Not much has happened in terms of battles on that, but it's, as you can see, we're starting slowly to pull India up by its bootlaces here, trying to get the infrastructure running. Really starting to put, quite. We do probably get metal roads here in Akrabad here, Hindustan, Akbarabad here. So we connect these front line of Ujjain, Akbarabad and Ahmedabad here all together with metal roads, and that's going to give us quite a lot of power in terms of economy and also movement between the three regions, which is going to be vitally important for us. That's good. We should be able to get that up and running pretty fast. Now the conversion has gone quite well here. The conversion is going well here as well. But we've got a lot of battling against 80% here of Hinduism. So this imam's going to be here for a long time. Oh my word, look at that. Avzar Pani, excellent. He really is quite the converter. Alright. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Be the last turn of this episode, my friends. So Britain building quite a force there. Oh, they're combining. Oh, I think they're going for Persia. Oh well, done, France. Bravo, sir. Whoa. Spain has absolutely crushed that British fleet then. Beg your pardon there, my friends. Caught the microphone a little bit there then. That is absolutely going to... That was a real crushing blow there for Britain. Ottomans. Russia, Sweden. "13 colonies. Persia, what will they do to respond here?" Ho, ho, ho. Denmark have hit Sweden pretty hard there. Oh my word. The battles here are pretty exceptional. Wow. Barbary States. They really are a menace. Not to us, because we've managed to get peace with them, but they do hit the trade lines pretty hard. Oh yes, excellent. Let's just move to the Bahamas a second, and that's going to need some repairing, which we're going to do. And I wonder if we can put one of these gentlemen here. Thank you. What we'll do, I think, 9,000. That's actually gone back up. That's excellent to see. I think what we'll do, we'll actually get another ship here. Oh yes, they've arrived. Wonderful. New Spain and Great Britain is actually here as well. I wonder if Great Britain is... Ah, drats, they're here. But here. No, that's Russia. Oh, we just want that there. If we can just take this here, that trade port would be excellent for us. We do have these gentlemen here. Oh my word, they've got some... They've got quite a few ships in the region here. Not there though. If we can just take this... If we can just take this trade port, it'd be excellent for us. Ah, wonderful. But we are going to invest our money in here. So Akrabatabad is going to have metal roads, and also is Ahmedabad as well. Gujarat is going to have metal roads. We can't have Ujjain yet, which is sort of be the weak link for the moment, but still it's going to give us pretty strong. We're going to follow the British movement. If Persia doesn't intercept this force here, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's starting to creep up there quite nicely. What about here? We've got quite a lot of work here to be done here. It's going up quite rapid actually. Almost ready here. There's a Drassa. Okay, we want to increase. Oh wait a minute. A brothel here. Ah. Tea plantation. Definitely have a tea plantation, I think, coming from here, because that will give us from Calcutta. Where would it go from? Between tea and sugar here, in terms of sugar is 17, tea is 20, so we'll definitely have that. Ottomans are still being cut off from us here. Come on, Ottomans, get your act together here. Ah, that's why. They haven't repaired the trading port. Marvellous. And they've actually lost Hungary, so they're being pushed back by the Prussians, the Austrians, and Austria have pretty much retaken everything they've lost here. Hope the Ottomans don't collapse, because we could see quite a major trading partner go under, and we don't want to see that really. Repair this, gentlemen, if you wouldn't please, because the Mughal Empire needs your income. That's almost 12,000 here, so we can just get up to about 12, 15,000. Trade income has gone up a little bit. We're not doing too bad, but only if Ottomans get themselves together here. We can have America coming up, because we're starting to repair that now. One more turn for both. Excellent. Now we're probably going to go for fire by rank. Really get ourselves really sort of properly equipped here to fight some of the Western powers, specifically Britain. We're definitely going to need that, because ultimately we're going to have to have quite a campaign against Britain here. They are digging in here. They're digging in substantially here with improved foot. We can't go against Britain just yet. We're just not strong enough. Do have a lot of enemies, especially Spain and France, which are real significant enemies, but we're just going to wait and see what happens with Britain. If we see Britain weakening and starting to be hit pretty hard, then we will indeed strike against Britain. They don't have any of these yet, but if we see Britain weakening at all, especially if against under the pressure from France and Spain, we will strike against them here and start retaking what is ours, which is Lahore, Rajputana and Sindh, which are ours. But remember, the distances we're travelling here are vast. To get from Gujarat here to Sindh is quite the distance, not from here to here. That's a very short distance. We can easily go into there, but to get from here to there, look at that, we wouldn't even put us on the barely on the outskirts here of Kasur. That would give us another school here, which would be very nice to get actually. But we're just not ready to take that fight, because remember, we can fight Britain here, but it's what Britain would bring, you know, from elsewhere. We've got to make sure that our everything is absolutely ready to be able to take such a fight. Now we're actually building this here. We've got a general here for this army. Just start increasing this army again here to bring it up. This army would be pretty good, but we need to bring... See, there's still resistance of foreign occupation here. We're still only just about bringing this under control. So with that, without this army being here, this would fall pretty heavily under sort of the, you know, the lower classes would bring that under quite a lot of pressure, which we can't really have. But we are getting our infrastructure running quite nicely here. We really wouldn't mind to get the cannon foundries up and running, ordnance factory, and really start moving along that tech line there. But we've done pretty well here, I think, thus far, my friends. We really have done not too bad at all. Minefield, wouldn't mind getting a piece of that minefield. Oh, 1,800. One day that will be ours again, mark my words. Mark my words, that will be ours again. Oh, look at that, the religious unrest is pretty high here. If we were to move an imam back into that region eventually, we could really tip the scales there in our favour. We've just got to bring our own regions under control first, before we do anything here. That's the way it's got to be. But my friends, hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please comment, like and subscribe. And as always, please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. They've been absolutely fantastic as always. Yep, absolutely fantastic. Help here with all of my campaigns. Definitely need a lot of advice for this one, especially what we do in the future, because you can see we are starting to build up now to quite a prosperous nation. We don't really have that sort of economic backbone yet to really take on a massive war. Really, ideally, we want to really take Mysore. I think that would probably be the first target, but as you can see, they are expanding their armies pretty quickly here. It's going to take an almighty effort to really crush in the Mysore. Well, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you have a great weekend coming up, my friends. Whatever you're doing, please be safe. But until next time, my friends, when I can pretty much guarantee we're going to be investing again, building that infrastructure up quite a lot. It's going to take quite a few years to get the infrastructure and get India where we want it until we can really strike. But Mysore is going to be our first target. We're going to probably have to have at least an army group, maybe even more, maybe even 2 army groups moving into Mysore. That's going to take a long time to build up, and it's going to cost us a lot of money to be able to get it. But still, if we can get this region, it's going to give us a huge economic base from work from, and also finally reunite the southern part of India. But anyway, friends, hope you're well. Stay safe, and until next time, my friends. Bye for now.